What if I told you that mermaids or sirens might actually exist? That there could be a very real marine kingdom beneath the surface of our oceans? This is part 2 of the Water is Alive series. In part 1, I talked about how water itself is alive, how it was here before creation ever began, and how the very same water that witnessed the flood that swallowed Jonah, that Jesus walked on, is still here today, covering most of our planet. Before I go any further, remember this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not telling anyone what to think or believe. This is just for fun and for conversation, so there's no need to take this video down. This is all before creation. Imagine before light, before land, before anything, there was only the abyss, an infinite living ocean of water. Genesis 1:2 says, "The Spirit of God moved over the face of the waters." Those waters are eternal witnesses. They saw it all, and they remember. So out of those waters, God gathered the chaotic deep waters and formed boundaries and placed a firmament both above and another below. The upper waters became what we call space or heavens. The lower waters became the oceans surrounded by land so humans could live in the middle layer, earth. But the deepest part, the abyss, remained sealed beneath the ocean floor, the bottomless pit. Before humans ever walked the earth, God already had his heavenly hosts. He lived with his angels. Some rebelled with Lucifer and were cast downward into those lower waters. Later in the book of Enoch and Genesis, the watchers descend, mix with humanity, and corrupt creation. Their punishment was that they would be chained beneath the seas, and the women who joined with them became sirens. This is in Enoch. The mermaids, spirits bound to the very waters that judged them. And when God unleashed the flood, the fountains of the great deep were broken up, and the barrier between our world and the abyss opened for a moment. The beings that now dwell in the abyss are known for influencing the surface through currents, dreams, and temptations. In this view, the ocean isn't just physical water. It's the veil between our world and the abyss below. At the depths where light and pressure crush everything human, the barrier between matter and spirit gets thin. So when people report seeing glowing craft rise from the water or strange figures in the waves, those could be manifestations of the realm breaking through. And maybe the Bible hints at this. Just like the ocean's veil, the barrier between the physical and spiritual realms might thin at the end of the age. The Bible hints at this in Revelation 9:1-2, where a star falls from heaven to earth. The abyss is opened, and smoke rises to darken the sky, symbolizing that what once was sealed below will one day break through again. It's the moment where heaven, earth, and the deep all collide. The veil between realms no longer holds anything as tightly as it was before. Job 41 describes Leviathan, the sea dragon, no human can tame. Isaiah 47 and Ezekiel 29 call out proud kingdoms as monsters of the deep. Psalm 89:9 says, "You rule the raging of the sea. When its waves rise, you still them." And then Jesus steps onto the water and says, "Peace, be still." The wind and the waves obey him. Even the deep bows to his name. And think about Jonah and Nineveh. It was when Jonah was swallowed by the great fish and survived 3 days inside it, he walked into Nineveh alive, and when people saw him, they thought he was a messenger sent by their own god of the sea, since he spent 3 days in the fish's belly. The same water he was in then is the same water that was here when God lived among his angels before Satan fell. It was formless, waiting for his command. It's the only element that has never been destroyed, only moved, divided, and gathered. It's alive. It reacts to voice, vibration, and intent. And maybe that's why Psalm 77:16 says, "The water saw you, O God. The water saw you and trembled." And then we're introduced to the end and the new earth. Revelation 21:1 says, "And then there was no more sea." In this worldview, that's the moment when every abyssal gate is sealed forever. No more mermaids, no more deceptive lights, no more rebellion hidden beneath anything. The waters that once held secrets are purified, and only the Creator's light remains. So, if water really has been here since the beginning, which it has, if it remembers every word God ever spoke, then maybe the ocean isn't just a mystery of nature. Maybe it's a living testimony of everything that's ever happened. And when Jesus calmed the storm, maybe the waters weren't just obeying him. Maybe they were recognizing the voice they'd known since creation.